Welcome to Swing Trading and Coffee, mellow vibes and great swing trading. My name is Anthony, and in this video I give you a technical analysis of the hottest stocks and a review of both my winning and losing trades. But before I go on, I have to let you know this content is not financial advice. It is only intended for educational purposes on swing trading. In the spotlight today, we have AVGO, Broadcom, and Oracle. Will they be the next two stocks to have a big breakout, just like AMD did? We're going to take a look at that. And also, I have a bonus stock for you today, MicroStrategy. This is MicroStrategy's last line of defense, which it has to hold. We're going to get into that and break it down for you. First up, let's take a look at AVGO. So once you zoom out a bit, you'll see here that we had this long-term move to the upside. Very powerful move, extending back all the way to April. And the stock has nearly doubled this year, and based off of strong investor confidence in their AI and cloud infrastructure expansion. I do expect this trend to continue. All we had here is a big move followed by a consolidation phase. This is really just a bull flag forming, and it's about to break out of it. Now, I want to draw your attention to this yellow arrow here. So we have these EMAs, the 13 up here and the 21. And we have bounced off of it. First time was this red wick right here where it came back up right away. And then the following day, we had a nice big move to the upside. Today, we tried to have a little bit of a sell-off, but then the buyers stepped in. This is telling me that this is bullish and it is prime for a breakout to the upside. So what do we need to look out for here? What I'm looking for is a breakout above this dotted line at 346. Now, I bought a starter position in this today, and once this breaks out, I'll have my confirmation. One or two candles. If you get two candles in a row, it's even a stronger signal, but I have a little bit of extra confidence in this, and I'm going to show you why in other charts, because there's a repeating pattern happening here between Broadcom, Oracle, TSM, and AMD. Okay, so now that we've broken down this chart, let's take a look at Oracle. Very similar, right? We had this long-term move upwards, followed by this bull flag, and now we bounced off of the EMAs as well. So to confirm that, we're going to need a break above the top of the bull flag. Now let's compare that to TSM. TSM was the first one to break out out of all of the semis. Same here, we had this big move, bull flag, and then once we broke out, it just gapped and then it ripped to the upside. Very big gains if you caught this move. I was not in on this, but it alerted me to start looking at other stocks. And the first one was AMD and Micron. So looking at the AMD trade right here, once we had a breakout of the trend line here, and then we obviously had that news, it made it rip really hard. So who's to say that Broadcom and Oracle are not going to do the same thing? It seems like the same exact pattern. So as of today, I'm in a small position in AVGO and Oracle. If the market continues to hold, I think these will have a big breakout to the upside. Now, I want to take a quick look at the SPY before we get into MicroStrategy. We are approaching a level of resistance. You see this yellow line up here. We keep knocking into it, and we may actually get through it. I don't know. Looking at the triple Qs, I noticed a possible ascending wedge, and usually when you have an ascending wedge, what happens is it chops around on the inside like this. And then as it gets to the very top, it typically breaks to the downside. So this is something just to watch out for. If it breaks up to the upside here, then this pattern has been invalidated and we can just ignore it completely. This is not saying that we're going to have a big correction. It just means that if we break out of this wedge, we will likely come back down to the bottom of this long-term channel, which wouldn't be a bad thing because we could just use that to enter new longs and ride the channel back up to the top. We are in a long-term bull trend. As you can see, there is no reason to fight it. Regardless of what you hear on the news, you know, we're in a bubble, blah, blah, blah. As long as the market's going up, it's holding structure. That's what you trade. That's my philosophy. And once you start giving into narratives, you make poor trading decisions. And here is your bonus stock for the day, MicroStrategy. So we had a long-term drawn out correction here to the downside, and MicroStrategy had completely decoupled from the price action on Bitcoin, and has been leaving a lot of, the hardcore people that love MicroStrategy and are invested big in it a little bit frustrated. I understand your guys' pain. I went through some of it. However, when we came up here and we broke out of the channel, I said, this is the first ray of sunshine that we've gotten on this stock in a long time. And afterwards, it came back and retraced to the trend line. And that is actually not a bad thing. Let me zoom in here and I'll explain to you why. So when you have a trend and it's broken, and then you come back to retest the support line or the trend line, and you bounce off of it, that gives you confirmation that the trend has reversed. Now, we don't have that quite yet. What we do have is a little wick at the bottom here. Now, if we see a movement off of this line and it starts going back up, that is a good sign for MicroStrategy. Below this 318 level, I am out. It's gonna totally forget about this trade. Not worth it. But as long as we're above here, we're good. You just got to know that this is the last line, last defense that MicroStrategy has. Also, something someone pointed out to me earlier, one of my trader friends, is that this has millions in options flow today at the 347.5 strike, expiry 1017. Now, I know that's a lot of gibberish. If you don't know options, I'll break it down for you simply. What this means is someone is betting that the price of MicroStrategy will get up to here, 347.55, by the 17th. So that's 2 weeks out. So they're betting that within 2 weeks, MicroStrategy will have a bounce off of here or go higher. And they are bidding, they are putting in millions on this strike and expiry. So that tells me that a big player knows something about MicroStrategy. It may just be a technical play, the one I just described to you, that we broke out of this channel, we had a bounce, we retraced, and then now this is a high probability trade to the upside. This is a very risky trade, and because it's only 2 weeks out, and when you're 2 weeks out, it is very volatile in these options. Like if it gaps overnight, you're going to lose all of it. So when you see somebody dumping in millions, that tells you something. Some people like to copy these trades. I'm already in on MicroStrategy. I just use it as further conviction to add in a little bit more to the position. And I'm going to play it very tight. It's either going to work here or it's going to fail. As you can see, this blue line here, we're already bouncing in the after hours. So I'm going to update you on this again tomorrow. Now, if you guys are new to the channel or you are new to swing trading and you have any questions about swing trading or about any stocks, you can drop them below in the comments and I will use them for my weekly trading plan. So what I plan to do is to have, after I do my weekly trading plan for you guys, I'm going to start answering some of the questions that you guys leave in the comments. So please leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss on the next update. Talk to you soon, guys.